Hello and welcome to Meister Arts and Crafts. I'm Libby and today I'll be showing you how to make these fun ice cream cards. I am also going to give you mass producing tips to help you make a bunch of cards quicker and more efficiently. So I'm going to start by making the backgrounds first. The first time I made the backgrounds, I didn't like them. They didn't go with what I was trying to achieve, so I made new ones, and these are the ones that I will stick with. The biggest tip when mass producing cards is to do things all at the same time. You have all of your stuff out, you might as well just do it all at once. It saves so much time and it's the biggest tip I can give you. So you can see that I stamp with the color and then I blend with the same color because the color's already out and I don't have to do anything. The blending brush is already out with that color on it. I don't have to go back and wash it or anything like that. So I'm going to do the same with the red here. I'm going to be making a rainbow assortment of cards today of the ice creams. I'm using Simon Says Stamps. I think it was September release. It might have been August by now. It's been a while since I've posted because I have a lot going on, but I've been trying to post a few videos here and there. So here you can see I'm stamping with the orange. I'm using all Distress Oxides today. They are my favorite inks, and I'm looking for a gradient look, so I just take my blending brush, or you can use a foam dauber. You can see I did there. Whatever you want. I think I ended up going with foam daubers later. I decided that was more efficient because I didn't have to clean it every time. So you just learn as you go. So that's another tip I suggest you use. If you have blending brushes for each of your colors, that's great, or you can use what you already have, but I suggest you find some sort of blending tool where you have separate colors of the brushes. It just makes it so much quicker. This one here, there's a little trick. I wanted to make this tealish color, more like mint color, but I didn't really have the right color to match the cardstock, so I blended salvaged patina and twisted citron to create a similar color, and it worked really well. So to make this gradient background, I just put the ink really heavy on the top or on the bottom I meant, and then pretty good in the middle, and then I put almost none at the top. I then just dab it with my blending foam and the middle area, and that kind of softens it a little bit, and then I can stamp and I get this nice gradient look. And then to blend it on, I'm just blending really heavily on the bottom edges of the paper and corners, and then I blend a little bit more gradually as I get to the top. So you can see purple is my last background. Today I used I believe it was candied apple, spiced marmalade, kitsch flamingo, mustard seed, twisted citron, and salvaged patina, tumbled glass, and the purple was wilted violet for the Distress Oxide inks if you were interested. Now I'm showing you me die cutting all of the different pieces and parts out. I thought I'd show this again. I suggest that you do it all at once. It just makes it much faster and much quicker. So you can see I'm doing those in a rainbow assortment of cards, or of cardstock colors, and then doing the cones as well. So yeah, I'll just finish cutting these out. I think I did about 8 cards in total, and I just chose 2 different colors of cardstock for the cones. You can see that one's quite a bit darker than the other, but I have a trick for that, which I will show you in just a second here once I finish die cutting all of these out. This is sped up a lot. These did take me probably an hour to an hour and a half to do, so I had to speed it up a lot to condense it into a 10-minute video. But yeah, so to make the one cardstock lighter, I'm going to take a little bit of white pigment or ink, or really any white ink, and I'm just going to blend it over really softly, and you can see what a difference it makes. I showed the two next to each other, and you can see how those two colors of cardstocks complement each other much better after doing this, which I think is a great way to stretch your supplies and your cardstock, so you don't have to have every color of cardstock. You can do this for your colors as well, like the ice cream part of it. It's totally up to you. So this one, I didn't want to do a green colored ice cream because I thought that might be a little weird, so I went for more of a mint ice cream, and I'm just going to, but I didn't have all of the right colors, so I cut it all out of all the same color, and then I'm just darkening each layer so that it gets more dark as they layer up. So here I'm going to layer all of the pieces together. This did take a little while, especially for that little intricate texture on the cone. You have to place the little dots of glue where the lines meet, and then you just have to stick it onto the cone. It does get a little bit messy, but I found that I got it over with. Again, do this all at once. Glue all of the pieces together at once. It saves you time in the long run. So yeah, I'm just going to finish at gluing all of these down. Again, this is super sped up, probably 5 times or more, I would guess. So it did take me a while, but I think they are worth it. They are so cute. So next I will layer these pieces. You can see here that these are really easy to layer. They layer super easily, and these ones were really fast to complete. So I'll just glue those all on there. I just used whatever cardstock I could find that match, but you can totally use whatever cardstock you have. That's what I did here. I didn't go buy specific cardstock for this. I either adapted my cardstock or just used what I had. So yeah. And then I will just finish up with these last two here, gluing that on. And once they are all layered, I am just going to add a little line of glue on the bottom of the ice cream and just attach it to the cone. I found that it worked best if you use some reverse tweezers to hold them together while you were getting the glue for the next one ready. I found that it held nicely. I didn't have to go re-glue them, and it was really efficient to make these cones. So I did trim down these panels a little bit, and then I'm layering cardstock behind the panels. I think it's about 2 cardstocks each, and then I will just layer them on and add them to a white note card. So I just do this really quick in the video so that you don't have to sit through it all. And then also, don't know why, I don't know if I lost the footage or I just didn't film it, but I didn't film the footage of me stamping the thank yous, but these are part of the Simon Says Stamp release. I think it's called the Big and Bold Sentiments, something along those lines. I will link it down below for you if you were interested, but I just stamped thank you on all of these with Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink, and I just added a cone to the left side to get my spacing right, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And then I just stamped it on each of them. Again, do it all at once. It's easy and it works. So next I've added foam tape on the back of all of the cones, and I'm just going to place them on that left-hand side wherever I feel like fits. This one did take me a minute because I wanted to make sure I had the placement right, and then these ones were faster and I did it much quicker. So you can see I just remove the release paper and then add each one of these cones onto their colored background. And I think it's a really cool monotone look and an easy way to make a ton of thank you cards. Or you can obviously apply these techniques or these ideas to other cards that you are trying to mass produce. So these cards are almost done. I just decided that I wanted a little heart under the thank you, so I added little white hearts under each of the thank yous. I thought it was a cute little addition and a really easy embellishment and extra little touch to these cards. So if you do simple embellishments, that's also really helpful. And that about finishes off these cards. I'm showing you them as I add the embellishments, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Just as a little note, I'm not going to be posting at 3 every Tuesday because I have a lot going on, but I will hopefully get back to that soon. In the meantime, I'm just going to be posting videos whenever I can get them out. So yeah, look for my videos. Also, to be updated when I have a new video, please consider checking out my Instagram and Pinterest accounts at My Starts and Crafts. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you soon.